Alright, let's start prepositions part 1. This is preposition of time, and we're going to do preposition of place after that. Today we're going to stick with preposition of time, and it's part 1. We have 2 parts under preposition of time. Let's begin. In this one we're going to see the use of in, on and at under part 1. And this is very easy. At the same time it's tough if you don't pay attention to it. The use of preposition in is what we're going to discuss now. In जो है वो month के पहले लगता है. Before the name of the months we use in. For example, in July, in the month of July, we can say like that. In September, in the month of September. In December, in the month of December. In these 2 ways it can be said, and all you need to remember is that in is used before the names of the months. What's the next thing? In is also used before years, like in 1996, or you can say in the year 1996. In 2012, in the year 2012. Both the structures are right. So in is used before years as well. Next thing is in is used before the seasons. In English we have 4 seasons, and in is used before all these 4 seasons. For example, in summer, or we can say in the summer, or in the summer of 69. It's a phrase from a very popular song. You can Google that up. That's a pretty popular song. So in place of summer you can write winter, autumn, spring, and the structures are same. All you need to remember is this, कि seasons के पहले जो है we use the preposition in. Next thing is parts of the day. दिन के parts जो होते हैं. For example, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. In these phrases, we always use in. इसमें हम जो हैं we can never use at. कभी भी इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते. Then point of time in the future. For example, in a minute. Within a minute we have 60 seconds. So you're saying that you're estimating a future time, and you're trying to say that you're going to get done the work. You're going to get the work done within that period of time. Next thing is in a fortnight. Fortnight means the time of 2 weeks. So if you say in a fortnight, you mean you're going to do it in the coming 2 weeks, in 14 days. So इस तरह के structure में भी हम जो हैं we try to use the preposition in. Also we can use structures like in 3 weeks, months, years. Only when not ambiguous. It means if it is not clear, only when it is not clear. If the time is not clear, if the time is not specific in a situation like that, we can say in 3 weeks, in 3 months, in a minute, in an hour, in a fortnight. Okay, next thing is duration, within a maximum period. That's similar to the previous one, in a minute, in 2 weeks. So if you say sentences like that, in 3 months, in 3 years, you can use that as well. Next thing is the use of the preposition at. At is also used to express parts of the day. For example, at dawn. This is also popularly used as at the crack of dawn. Means जब dawn होता है तब. At night. So dawn or night के आगे जो है preposition at का इस्तेमाल होता है. Similarly, we can use at before twilight. Time of the day. Clock में 12 घंटा होता है. And in the military and airports, वहाँ के जो घड़ियाँ होते हैं, they take 24-hour clock. So out of 24 hours, any hour, उसके आगे जो है at लगेगा. At 6 o'clock, at 12 o'clock, at 7 p.m. And then again, if that's a time reference of planes in the airports, or that's a time reference used in the military, you can say at 1800 hours, or at 1600 hours, or at 1100 hours. It's like that. Also, we can use before certain times of the day, like at midday, fixed है उसका, at noon, at midnight. जैसे ठीक ऊपर वाले में हमने इस्तेमाल किया था at night. At is also used before festival or the festive seasons that we have, like at Christmas, at Easter, at Eid, at Puja, at Ramadan. So we can use before the festive seasons at is used. But remember, if the word day is added after the festival, suppose Christmas Day, Easter Day, or Eid Day, Puja Day, then we would use on before it if day is added. But in general, if you mean only the festival, you're gonna stick with at. Then points of time, if you are that's exact. Points of time means exact. At the weekend, so before weekend we use at the weekend. Also we can say on the weekends, or on the weekend, or on weekends. We use at the time, at the same time. These are the two phrases you might have seen in many of the texts that you've read, the novels that you've read, or the chapters you've read. You might have seen that. So with points of time, like at the weekend, at the same time, at that time, or at the time, we can use the preposition at. Try to go very, very slow with these prepositions. After that, the last preposition we have here is the preposition on. On is used before the names of the days, Sunday to Saturday, like on Sunday. Also in plurals we can use like on Sundays, on Good Friday, on my birthday. So before the names of the days of the weeks, we use the preposition on. Okay. Next thing is before the dates of the month. Try to remember, if it's a name of a month, you are going to use in. But if it's a date of that particular month, you have to use on. For example, on the 25th of December, on 15th of August, or you can say it the other way, on December the 25th. Both the structures you can use. There is no problem with that. On is also used to refer a particular part of the day, especially if you are remembering that on the morning of September the 12th or 11th, you can write sentences like that. So if you are referring a particular part of the day, then instead of using in the morning, we use on the morning. Why? Because we are using in that structure a date. You need to remember. Suppose if we didn't have the date, if it was only on the morning of September, we could have never used on here. We would have to use in the morning of September. It's just because the date's added, the preposition changes before the there, so on the morning. It's just because of the date. But if you just get a sentence, dash the morning, then it's going to be in the morning. With that, this exercise is over. Try to go very slowly with the exercises, and if you still have any problem, we can solve that later on.